Hello? Alright, man. Hello?
Yo, Mr. Thaddeus, how you doing today?
I'm stranded at the lighthouse, so, like,
Oh,
been better,
I,
been worse, but I won't be stranded here for much longer,
sorry.
probably, It's
Oh, what do
just,
you mean? No, you have so much to live for. No.
no, I mean
Come
someone will
on,
come pick me up. That's,
oh, oh,
yeah.
oh, you gave me a scare right there, man.
No, I'm okay, man.
Come
But thank
on,
you
you're
for the
like, I'm stuck in a
worrying.
lighthouse, life is unbearable. Yeah, come on, I was gonna
Yeah,
get the wrong
no, I
idea
don't even,
regardless.
I'm not even sure why I'm here. There's, like, pride
Oh,
decorations
you have
up,
so much to
so,
live for. You're here because the
does a
purpose and
lighthouse
the
mean I'm gonna
meaning.
die?
I don't know, but have you seen? There's always an ominous figure, isn't it? They say it attracts ghosts. The ghosts
Does
of
it?
drowned sailors.
I haven't
Yeah,
seen
people
any
lost at
ghosts.
sea.
I see
They
quite a
say
few
lighthouses are.
locals, but
There might be
no
ghosts. How do you
ghosts.
not know? Local ghosts in your area.
It's true.
How do
I
you know?
haven't gone up and tried to punch them or anything. I don't know
Hey,
if they're.
don't do that. It would make ghosts very angry, and then they would
Yeah,
hunt you.
yeah,
But I just want to let you know, okay? Now that um, now that I know you're okay. You're okay, right?
yeah. I'm fine. Yeah.
Okay. Los Santos Medical Center down at Crusade Road is hosting a blood drive. So if you've ever, thought about getting rid of some of that excess blood, it can be a burden on your system over time.
Oh,
Come
sure.
on by.
All right. Well, I'll keep that in
It's for a
mind.
good cause,
I think I'm a
and there's
universal
gonna be a
donor, so you know.
Ooh, I mean, we accept everybody. Okay, we don't discriminate.
No,
There's gonna
I
be a
know.
concert later with Los Santos' hottest stars, and if you donate blood, you'll get a complimentary. Are you okay? Are
I
you
just fell in
okay?
some water trying to avoid a kitty.
Oh, oh God! It's like
It's
the
all
movie
right.
Lighthouse all over again.
It's
Oh
all right.
God!
I'm all right. I'm back on dry
Watch out for
land.
the seagulls. They're gonna try to peck out your liver.
Oh
Watch
God.
out, okay? And
All
if
right.
some guy just tells you like something like about a lobster, you just say, yeah, your lobster's great, man. Your lobster's great. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, all right. All right. Do I have to
All right.
act like
Don't
I'm
don't
crying
don't
like that
reject his
or?
lobster. He's really particular and sensitive about his lobster.
All right. I'll keep that in
But
mind.
yeah, if you donate blood, you get a complimentary free snack and drink.
Ooh, that's
All
nice.
right. It's at Crusade Road, across from the hospital. Okay. Look
All
for the
right.
white tents.
That's easy to find. I
Mm-hmm.
think I saw the
It'll
tents
be
there
up.
last night. So.
Mm-hmm. It'll be up until 7 p.m. Easter eggs, so you have time.
All right. All right. Well,
All
thank
right.
you for
Don't give
giving
into
me a
the
call. You said
lighthouse.
your name's Normie.
Yep. And I'm just
All right.
letting you know we're here. Doctors are here and waiting and ready to, collect your donation, your top D, but also the lighthouse. Okay, don't give it. Don't listen to it.
All right, all right.
Okay,
I'm
take
actively
care. I believe
walking
in you.
away from the lighthouse. So,
I believe in you. You got this. Take care.
all right. Bye. Well, the chauffeur isn't answering, and neither are you. Guess I'm gonna have to steal a car. Hello.
Hello.
That was an accidental thing.
Oh, okay.
You know,
I was about to
motor
say, like,
function.
now you're hanging up on me.
Motor function and all. Yeah,
Right, motor function.
Motor function. Yeah.
Of course, immediately I get into another crash. It's great. Anyway,
That's not good. You okay?
yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine. I just had to
Alright.
go through a whole process of getting a car and shit. So, you know, it's good. It's Gucci. Everything's fine.
Alright. I'm driving a tractor.
You're driving a tractor.
Yeah. This is back to the old days. Driving a
Oh.
tractor.
Well, are you going to go pull some wheat from the like the field?
No, I'm driving it into the city. So just where a tractor's
Oh.
supposed to be.
Did you steal it?
Yeah. Yeah, I stole a poor farmer's tractor.
Okay, I mean, I guess you weren't kidding when you said you said
I
you were gonna steal something.
I was stranded by the lighthouse, man. I'm not gonna walk all that way, not anymore. I have cars. Steal a
Right,
tractor,
right,
drive by
right,
a ranger
right.
who doesn't seem to think it's odd that I'm driving a tractor.
Well, I mean, listen, driving a tractor, you might be going to go do some work, you know.
I was driving the tractor on
fields.
the railroad tracks, so
Maybe there was plants and corn on the
Yeah.
railroad.
you're making a lot
Anyway,
you're making a lot of excuses for that cop.
I listen. You gotta come up with whatever you gotta come up with if you want to be like, you know, let the cops know that you're just a humble farmer.
Yeah, just a humble. I mean, I can play a humble farmer pretty well.
I imagine you
I
can.
have many
I imagine
years
that you
of
can.
experience, you know.
Just a humble farmer driving on the train tracks.
Just a humble farmer almost driving into a chase. It wasn't a police chase. Maybe it was just a race. It wasn't like super fast cars. I'm confused.
I mean, it probably was.
Yeah. So
Wait, hold on. I'm gonna actually send you something. I'm gonna hold on. I want to send you something.
All right. Pull over on this sidewalk so I can maybe look at it. Something.
Do you know that phone number?
7521. Let me see here. Okay, I've been getting a lot of weird texts. Let me see.
So this person called me and okay, this place is. I haven't been here in a while. This person called me and didn't say anything for a moment. I said hello, and then they chuckled, and then they hung up. And then they also called my fiance.
Weird. 7521. I wish you could search in your phone by phone number.
That would be wonderful.
That would make it so much easier.
It would. But such is life.
I do
you know,
not
it
see
not
that
being easy.
in my contacts list. I have some numbers for you to check.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
interesting. All right.
Well,
I'll send them my way.
Yeah. Let's see.
I mean, any sus numbers likely are being burner phoned or whatever the fuck it is. So
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. But it's possible that you know one of the burner phones, so we'll see.
I'm gonna tell you straight up, probably not.
It's possible you have someone who knows one of the burner.
I mean,
phones.
maybe, but
maybe it's one of their burner phones.
I guess.
All right, there's that one, which was only texting me mostly in ROT13 code and Japanese. They were trying to play a game
Japanese.
with me. I blocked them.
Oh.
And now there's come on. That's the same number. I didn't copy correctly. Just a second. there's that one, which texted me just like 8 minutes ago, saying my Japanese friend is not very friendly because I posted the that one phone number on Twitter and said, hey, if you want to talk in Route 13 in Japanese, here you go.
Okay,
And
I
then
don't
said,
have.
Yeah, I don't think you probably have either of them. But
I don't have the first number. Let's see here.
now the first number for a while, Saini was helping me with decoding and stuff. And the first number for a while we thought might be Joshua, but like obviously none of the numbers that we have, both Saini and I have numbers for Joshua that are different from each other. So, but I feel like I don't know if he would play with someone like that. I feel like he'd just be quiet, you know?
Right. Hold
Yeah.
on, let me
Yeah, I made it to the apartment. It's gonna park this right here on the median. Right here on the median. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have either of these numbers. Alright, well, fuck.
Well, thanks for looking. I doubt anyone has those numbers except other people that are getting weird stuff from them. So
Well, yeah, I imagine that weird shit is probably burner shit. Okay, well, so wait, what exactly happened again? So it was like a fucking...
they texted me to like with a code the first time, like Rot 13, like a cipher. And I was like, what is this, some sort of game? And they're like, oh, I don't know, we can play a game if you want, and that kind of thing. And I kind of ignored it for a while, but yesterday it started to bother me because I told them basically, if you want to play a game with me, I got to know who you are. Because that's like one of my big things, you know. I don't like, and just don't be a coward about it. Don't be anonymous, you know. It's dumb.
Right.
And
right.
they seemed to know who I was, but well, and I got the text on a day when my name and number weren't in the limit list. And they started asking me who I am, and that made me think, is that Ken? But nah, because you would want to talk more than put a freaking cipher and make me
I don't
copy
do
paste
ciphers
to do
or
translate
text.
Japanese. Like, that's dumb. So yeah, it was just weird. I'm like, maybe it's one of Joshua's people, like someone else that he gave the number to, because they finally answered where they got my number, and they're like, I've had it for a while, I just chose that day to use it. And they knew my name, but they were still asking who I am, so that reminded me a lot of somebody, you know?
Oh, did it?
Yeah. Well, I don't know who.
I couldn't possibly guess. Okay. Well. Oh god, I'm backing up automatically. What the fuck? Oh, Jesus. Okay.
You're having a lot of problems, man.
Yeah, I'm having problems today. My car is being weird as
Is it
fuck.
possessed?
Maybe.
Alright.
I don't know.
Or do you
I don't
just
know
not
what's
know
up
how to
with
drive
that.
it very well?
Well, I did. I borrowed a car from Ursula at the moment, and it's kind of just, I'm not used to it. So I've been driving a stick for a while, so I'm now driving an automatic. So it's you know.
So you don't have to do anything, and that's throwing you off.
Yeah. It's kind of throwing me off a little bit, and it starts to move on its own. And I'm just like, what the fuck is this shit? And I'm just, I'm just like, okay, well, hey, that's interesting how I wound up here.
Where'd you wind up?
Parsons.
Oh, I don't even know
Have
where
you
that
been
is,
to
man.
Parsons?
I
Do you want to
don't.
come to Parsons?
Sure, let me get my bike, though. Right now I'm in my car. Let me give you a call back once I have my bike. Because
Alrighty.
I'm currently in the lot. outside senior bun, so it's possible that I'm gonna get
Yeah, you better get out of
kidnapped
there.
or something. Yeah. All right.
Get out of there real fast.
All right. I'll talk to you in probably just a couple minutes, hopefully.
All right.
All right. Bye.
All right. Bye-bye.
All right. What's your ping?
It's gonna be 260.
Oh wait.
Although,
or
am
did
I
you
supposed
give
to
me?
ping?
You're supposed to ping me. Sorry.
See, I always do that too.
yeah.
Yeah, I have to. I need yours. Yes, give me
It's
yours.
413.
All right.
Let's see if I can find the little
It's
guy.
There's a big doorway. It's a big doorway there. You shouldn't miss it. I don't think.
All right.
However, if you need assistance, then I mean, I'll probably just, I don't know.
You gonna try to lock
Guess
me
I'll just-
up? Did buttons successfully open his mental hospital and assign you as a therapist?
Yeah. You're
Yeah.
going in, and you're not coming out.
All right. Well,
Yeah,
won't make
yeah,
too much
yeah.
difference, I think. Well,
All right.
all right. Well, I'll see you soon.
All right. See you soon.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
I've seen this place before. I didn't know it was Parsons.
Yes, it is. You ready for the tour?
Sure. Should I get off my bike? Put
Actually,
it
you
in.
could just come in with the bike, honestly.
Yeah.
There's a parking lot and everything.
All right. Well, let me go park.
Yes, welcome to the Wonderland.
All right.
This is I spent a considerable amount of time in this place once upon a time. Twice actually. You know, it's public these days, which is why you could just come in here, but it used to be pretty fucking private. These days, like, anybody can... Wait, Fable Gray. Probably just a coincidence. Anyway, yeah, where was I?
What kind
it was...
of coincidence? I'm really interested in the coincidence now.
Well, I'll get into that in a second, but,
All right.
yeah, this place was open to... Okay, this place was actually closed to the public once upon a time, because, you know, mental health was incredibly important in this city once upon a fucking time. We had stable therapists. We had people who actually wanted to help as much as possible, even though I, you know, kind of, you know, disliked a good chunk of those therapists. At the very least, a lot of them meant well.
Yeah.
Holy shit, these people scared the shit out of me for a second there.
Man, if my boss only
Wait,
knew all the stuff
what
I
the
had
fuck?
on him.
Oh, never mind. I thought they were phasing in and out of existence for a second. I thought my mind was lost.
Turning into my mind.
Maybe.
The hallucinations.
Possibly.
I don't even
Listen.
notice them anymore because I see so many things that aren't there.
I mean, yeah, that happens.
Yeah. So
But
you could just
I
like,
spend a lot of time looking over this cliff
yeah.
at a civilization that they wouldn't let me back into for a very long time. It was wonderful. Code for terrible. But I met a lot of people here, so, you know.
Yeah. Get all the
Worth it, I guess.
least stable people together in one place and let them mingle.
I guess technically that's kind of the origin of the original, well, not the original Smileys, but the original Smileys from back in my early days here in Los Santos. I met my first true member, second member, so to speak, here in this place. So, yeah, if you want to kind of build a quote-unquote, you know, cult, I guess this was the place to start.
Yeah.
Not so much these days, though. You're very silent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a bad day yesterday.
Why is
It's
that?
fine. I couldn't talk. I couldn't stop texting somebody I didn't want to text.
Who didn't you want to text?
That fucking anonymous guy. The Rot 13 thing. It became like a fixation and then a compulsion, and then it was like my OCD came back. Because it left for a little bit while I was breaking things, and now it's back. But it just bugged me more than I'd like it to have, you know?
Well, I mean, that happens when you have a call from somebody who maintains anonymity, you know? I mean, it's... I wouldn't even... I almost wouldn't even call it obsessive compulsiveness because, you know, wanting answers to questions, you know, to me is a fundamental reality of us, you know, when somebody reaches out to you like that and doesn't give you answers, I mean, what else can you think about, really, but the answers?
Yeah, but I do a pretty good job of, like, If I don't want to talk to somebody, I just don't talk to them, usually. This is this wasn't about whoever was, you know, texting me. It wasn't about them. It's still me dealing with shit from my past, you know? So that's why I
Right.
couldn't let it go.
Well, I think that's kind of, again, another fundamental reality is that no matter how much you try to break things, you're probably not going to, you're probably not gonna lose much of that or forget much of that, or I guess,
I think that's just like the
move on
experience,
entirely.
you know?
Yes.
This is a human
Um,
experience.
yeah.
And yeah, it's fine. I mean, I'll just, I blocked the number eventually, finally.
Wait, which
So
number was it again?
it was that first one I sent you. The second one asked me why I blocked them, spam, but they didn't answer the question that I initially asked them, which was, who are you? So I'm not answering that one either, you know? They did eventually answer for me when I called that note. I called it over and over and over again. They answered, but then they didn't say anything. They just let me yell at them.
Hmm.
And then they texted me saying, "You're fun." Yeah.
Hmm. Okay. Well, interesting. I guess I could leave a text to that number. Maybe I could look into it. Um,
I am happy that I got that that text today from someone I didn't know. I did look at the lemon list to see if they were on there, and they're not, so I don't know who they are. So, but uh, somebody else had reached out, so somebody paid attention to that Twitter post I made. I don't make a
hmm.
lot of them, so it's nice when I do that somebody notices. And I didn't get the text today until I put my name on the lemon list. So
Okay, so the second number texted you today?
yeah, they texted me today. Uh, our conversation has been so far. Your Japanese friend is not very friendly. 26 minutes ago. And then 24 minutes ago, I said, "Friend is generous. I blocked them. Feel free to do the same. Who is this?" And then they responded 22 minutes ago, "What did you block them for? Spam?" And I didn't respond because they didn't answer the important question at the end, at the end of my text, which is, "Who is this?"
Right.
Like, the okay, so the coded number. Obviously, I'm not going to read you all those because I'd have to go break the code again. But I did
Mhm.
ask them what their name was, and they said at some point, "You can call me Thorn," like on a rose, the thorn.
Mm.
But Thorn was obviously in. It was in quotes, so I think, or maybe I just put it in quotes in my head, but
Right.
so that might be a clue. But
Or just a thing they made up in the moment.
yeah, they could have just been looking at that thorn at the time.
Though traditionally speaking, you don't come up with a name um, unless it's linked to something in your life.
Yeah, when I was walking around as the fox, and some guy I was threatening asked me what my name was. I said the name that I gave the fox from my home, Socks. Socks the Fox.
Hmm. Socks the Fox.
Yeah. Had little white feet. And the rest of his body was all orange. And yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah, I received that. I mean, that's basically where I stand with my own ominous call today. Is that I got a call, dude laughed and then hung up, and then
Alright.
called Ursula, and apparently they had a conversation.
Oh, yeah?
I don't know, some such bullshit about mimes and clowns and like what side you're on, or whose side are you currently on, or whatever the fuck it was.
It's over, man. They had the war.
I don't know. I don't know where this shit stands. But all I know
Maybe.
is that that person apparently referred to themselves as kind of like gray, like implying that they were in the middle.
Alright, well, cool for them, I guess.
So then we looked up a bunch of gray people, which is why I reacted to that Fable Gray person.
Oh, I see.
So, we've got, like, between us, between you, me, and Ursula, we've got, like, 3 numbers that we don't know the identity of the person for.
Yeah. It's
And it's annoying.
yeah.
It's annoying, and it's
it-
likely burners.
It almost tempts me to go down through the lemon list, like every day. Just take the numbers down. That's a lot of work,
I used to
though.
do that. I used
It's
to
a
do
lot
that.
of work. Sure. I mean, and that's something that's cool to do if, like, say you're like this Rot 13 number that was texting me, and you're just like, I'm gonna fuck with this person, but I'm gonna do it on a day when they're not there, so that way they don't know how I got their number. You know?
Right.
Yeah, whatever.
Well, I mean, the only individuals that it could possibly be would be, at this stage, I'm presuming, of course, clowns and or someone linked to Joshua.
Yeah. I still
And
don't.
I kind of doubt it would be
really-
someone linked to Joshua, mostly because I just feel like Joshua wouldn't want that. But then again,
I don't really know. I feel like clowns in general wouldn't be that subtle, but also I don't really I don't really know what clowns to watch out for right now, or if I need to, or whatever, because I don't. Those memories are gone, you know.
oh,
Even though yesterday I kept hallucinating one of them, and then I would turn around and I'd turn back and they'd be gone, and I wouldn't be able to remember what they look like, even though I just hallucinated them. And that's weird for me. That's a weird. I usually don't. I mean, I hallucinate people I don't know, but they're like locals, you know?
right.
Like, they're just randoms. But most of the time when I hallucinate actual people, it's people I know. So it's weird not it's weird that my hallucinations know what that person looks like, but I don't.
Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, because
It's got to be
You've seen
locked in
them.
there somewhere.
it's
you
got to
know?
be in there somewhere. You just need access to it.
Except I don't know if I do. I don't know what the right thing to do there is.
I mean, the problem is that I know you're trying to kind of avoid accessing this shit, but at the same time, you probably might end up having to access at least some of this shit.
Yeah.
Because if people are, still messing around with you, and they happen to be people that, belong to that particular group, I mean, what
Um,
can you do but,
I just don't. I just don't think they are. I just don't think they care right now. Even, I mean, even my therapist is going through some stuff right now and doesn't really have the time for me. So like, why would clowns that didn't want anything to do with me in the first place be so adamant to fuck with me right now? You know, when I'm leaving everything alone.
well, you'll never know what people's priorities truly are,
I guess that's true.
Like, they may give you the impression that they are focused on something else entirely, but, snap of your finger, they are immediately on your ass.
I went to the lighthouse last night.
Yeah, I was gonna ask about that.
Fell asleep there, waiting for whoever you said makes deals. You didn't say what they make deals before, though. You just said I might end up dead.
Well, you'll probably be waiting a long time because that individual has supposedly left the city, so...
Oh, well. I guess it was pretty, at least.
It was a guy who... It's hard to kind of believe, but he claimed to be death himself. Literally.
Huh.
He was a serial killer in this city once upon a time who was executed, but then he came back.
Well, that seems, I don't know. I guess it doesn't seem so odd in this city,
Fucking
but
unbelievable.
it does seem odd. You know?
I mean, listen, I knew a serial killer who, quote unquote, came back from hell, but between you and me, I think he just thought that he was in hell because he thought he had died, but he had actually survived. That being said, Mr. Bones, Norman was his name, was a very peculiar individual who clearly got under a lot of people's skin and clearly had amassed a lot of power, regardless of whether that power was respect or literally power. But he did have the power to essentially grant your wishes, making deals and shit like that. And basically you had to fulfill a price, like, for the deal. But the reality...
You alright?
There might be somebody who I could perhaps text these numbers to.
Yeah.
He just texted me,
Alright.
but
There's nothing private there. It's just some weirdo messing with me, you know? I was gonna try to ask Norman to give me the memories back and take the memories from them. Because I feel like that would be more useful to me.
oh man, I wonder what type of... You would have had to pay a price for that, for sure.
Yeah.
If not your own soul, then perhaps the souls of many others.
Well, I'm not sure there's a soul there. So it probably would have had to be others.
If there was anybody who could determine that, it probably would have been him.
Yeah.
Hell, he likely would know everything about you.
Do you know, speaking of Norman, do you know a guy named Normie?
I don't know him, but I received a call from him earlier.
So
He
did
was
I. He
talking
really
about
wanted to take my blood.
Well, yeah, there was like a blood drive. I guess at the hospital. I actually think it might have been legit.
Alright. I named him Normie Wants My Blood in my contacts. I'll remember who he is. But do you know what CR means?
No.
Okay. It's one of the numbers. I can't remember who it is.
Oh, unknown number call.
Ooh. Fun.
Hello. You all right?
How are you? I'm going to down 2 martinis at my next earliest convenience.
My boy Morgan said that the other. Guessing agents can suck my nutsack.
Oh, yeah.
Morgan Chester's a funny motherfucker.
For sure.
I'm good.
sorry about that. It was much longer call than I had anticipated.
Hmm.
Holy fuck. Who is that? Are we patient? No, wait, local. I think. Maybe. Yes, local. Never mind. Okay.
Probably running from the one I killed up there.
Oh, okay. I guess you had to entertain yourself, didn't you?
I only said something. Maybe. Maybe he said something. I don't know. I'm getting auditory hallucinations as well, so. So who were you talking to?
For the sake of transparency and keeping my story consistent, because it is consistent, it was Ember. She reached out to me.
No, I know. You said you got an unknown call.
And she's apparently about to possibly go away for a murder, so...
Who'd she murder?
She didn't really say. She just... Somebody
No.
near the hospital, or around the hospital, in the hospital, one of those three.
I'm disappointed the blood isn't even here anymore.
Oh, Dawn.
Yeah, well.
I saw you on the roof up there. I used to spend a lot of time up there.
Yeah?
Yeah. You know, it's, certainly got boring here at times, so, you know, you kind of had to fucking, make
I
up
did
your own
some yoga.
entertainment. Did you now?
Yeah.
Did that help you?
No.
Yeah, I didn't think it would.
No. Yoga only really helps if you can feel it. If you can feel the pain from it, like the stretching is kind of a pain. So I was just like, well, this is doing nothing for me. It's supposed to center you, I guess.
By the way, I got phone numbers, though, too.
You got phone numbers.
Do you know Dr. Lullaby?
Not that I know of.
Or Lucian Lullaby?
There's a Lucian at the tow yard last night. I gave him a tire. He talked funny. But I don't know what his last name was. Just seems like Lucian is probably not a common name, but
I mean, true. What about, do you know a Dr. Speakeasy?
no.
Well, apparently they both mess with people's brains.
Alright.
And are, I guess, I don't know if they're in cahoots or if they are separate people who happen to do the same thing.
You want to send me their numbers just so I can be like,
Fuck it, why not?
just in case, you know, they try to pull the old I don't know, man.
The old brainy washy.
Yeah, the old brainy washy.
Yeah, the old brainy washy poo.
Yeah. I mean, there are still those fail safes, you know, that may or may not. I mean, they're probably still there. I mean, I'm still getting hurt, so they're still there. But
Well,
It's like brainwashing is like a multivitamin I've been taking my whole life, and now I'm not taking it anymore. And we'll see
always
what
remember
happens.
to take your multivitamins. That's
I've
what my
started-
friend Ian always tells
Yeah.
me.
Ian. I found some guns for Ian that are broken.
did you now?
Broken guns.
Oh,
Yeah.
choice.
Yeah. Can't point them at anyone. You can just kind of hold them in your hand, like, limply. I left them in a dumpster. Well, I left them in a different dumpster than the one that I found them in.
Huh. So you
yeah.
found them in a dumpster, and then you proceeded to place them into another dumpster.
That was very, very close to the original.
Was close to the original dumpster.
Yeah.
Very,
Yeah.
very covert of you, you know?
Well, I didn't want to have them on me because technically I had just been held hostage at a cash exchange, and that I was waiting for my ride, and and there they were, and so I'm like, well, just watch the cops show up late, find me with a bunch of broken guns that are obviously probably hot because they're just sitting in a dumpster, but you know. Yeah. Getting texts.
Yeah, I get texts and then I get calls. Seems like they only happen whenever I'm talking to you.
Well, I make other people popular. I'm usually not so popular. You know? People only want to contact me to tell me who not to talk to. That's it. So,
You know, one thing about me is that I'll never tell you you can't talk to somebody. I'll
Well,
tell you
you-
maybe who to look out for, maybe, but
you did tell me to nip something in the bud once upon a time.
I did, didn't I?
I don't remember what you told me to nip in the bud, but you told me to do it.
It's amazing to me that you can remember the conversation, but you can't remember the context.
It's like there's a block on like little details. So like I can remember a whole story, and then it'll come to like a detail that would normally be something I would just know because it would make sense to know it for the story. And I just don't have it. You know?
Well, I won't give you the answer to the question of who that I told you to nip it in the bud for, but
Yeah.
if I'm being honest, the reason why I would nip that in the bud is because I personally would. My personal perspective is that ultimately, because of that individual, because of the choice, it's very complicated, honestly, but it's complicated in its nuance and its power. But
Sure.
that individual has a lot of power. They themselves would like to say that they don't, but they do.
You can say their name. I won't remember it in 2 minutes.
Tessa.
You know- okay.
Tessa Lamb.
All right.
She's a very powerful woman in the sense that she has influence and the ability to capture people, whether intentionally or unintentionally. On the surface, it may seem unintentional. Perhaps. From her perspective. But, ultimately, her influence will lead you to make rash and irregular decisions, not to your own benefit. Again, she's not necessarily doing it intentionally, or maybe she is. Who knows? But the reality is that you will find yourself doing things in her name or for her or against her or whatever it is, simply because of that aura that she has.
Wow.
And I guess, simply put, I said to nip that in the bud because in my experience, it led to poor decision making on my part.
All right. Well, I would say I had no choice in that matter. But you might have her wrong. Well, maybe not in the unintentional part, but she certainly didn't want to make use of me. So I think most people in this city would have.
Well, that's the thing about an influential person, is that even when they don't ask you to do something, you're probably still going to do it.
No,
And
not me.
there's a few people like that, who have this innocent sort of facade about them, and they totally use it to their advantage.
Sure. She told me not to talk to you. So what did I do?
And now you're talking to me.
Well, not when I was under directive. I wasn't picking up your calls when I was under directive.
So
But as soon as I got out of that, as soon as she lifted that, because she didn't mean to take away that free will, then I could talk to you. So I walked right up to you and then walked right away and then called you. A little bit of rebellion against, I guess, unintentional mommy. You know? Kind of that handler relationship wasn't anything that either of us wanted. I was just making a friend, you know?
Yeah, that's usually how it goes,
What was her name again?
Do you really want me to tell you?
It doesn't matter. I won't remember it. Don't worry about it.
Tessa Lamb,
Tessa Lamb. All right.
member of the Clowns.
Well, I figured the clowns, because those are the people I can't remember. I can remember Twinkles.
Close to
seen him around.
Chatterbox.
Chatterbox.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so, I don't remember knowing anything about my handler's relationship to Chatterbox. But the other day, there was someone in the lemon list whose ad just said Chatterbox Funhouse, all in capital letters. And I didn't recognize the name, so I went and I called from an unknown number. And he picked up, and it was definitely Chatterbox. It was a dude I did a tour across for him once upon a time. So I yelled into the phone like I was dying and hung up. Because at least then I wouldn't be doing that fucking silent phone call thing.
Right.
And I put him in my phone. Like, I put his number in my phone. And I don't know why that matters to me. Because as far as I know, I just did a 2 across for him. You know?
Right.
You can say he's close to my handler, though, so... Maybe I knew that. I don't anymore.
I mean... Yeah.
I also have Twinkle's phone number in my phone, and I've seen Twinkle's around, but I don't know why he's in my phone. And I haven't really talked to him. And then there's that sneaky that I apparently had him come pick something up the day before I forgot everyone. And so I asked him who he was, and he said, I'm just a messenger. And I asked Saini who Sneaky is, and she described him, and I remember giving him money outside the Senior Buns once, because he was begging people for money for some reason. And so I told him that I remembered him from that, and he said, oh no, that was Jason. So I trust that Saini was describing Sneaky. But
I was told that he has piano hands.
yeah, and he dresses like a skeleton, and he's a skeleton clown. A skele-clown.
Interesting.
But he says that's Jason, so I don't know Jason. Of course, I could have forgotten a Jason too. I don't know. No one in my phone.
It's a very generic name.
I remember Kirk, the clowns, because I called him early in my time here because I was looking for my mom, and there was a possibility that it was Sheila, and he's married to Sheila, but then it wasn't Sheila because I got that letter, so I didn't really have a reason to talk to Kirk again. We bonded over country stuff, but not like, I don't know, he swerved in a van to hit me once.
Sounds like him.
I have in my phone Kirk Jerkham's swerves for points. I don't know where I got the 4 points thing, but it's kind of like what people in my hometown would do, so, you know, I guess it makes sense. I know Buttons. It's weird who I remember and who I don't. To me. Like, why don't I remember some of them and I do others? I remember Joe. She's supposedly a clown. I say supposedly because sometimes she doesn't quite act like it.
Well, there are some people who proclaim clownliness and are not necessarily clowning it up all the time. I mean, the mimes are similar in that way, in that,
Yeah.
you know, it's more of a face they put on when it's, you know, appropriate.
Like Yuri Popov even talks, you know?
Yeah.
No, I get it. It's more of a lifestyle than anything, and you can have serious people and not serious people, and my God, your phone won't stop.
Let me just answer this.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, Ian. Where are you? Does she want me to be her therapist? Sure. The Alta Street Apartments? Alta Street and Peaceful Street. Also, your voice. You. Ah, okay, I think I know. Yes, I found it. I don't even need GPS. It's sounding a little bit more familiar than usual. Yes, yes, yes. So, I'll head out there. I may not be alone. All right. All right, so here's a question for you. Do you want to come along with me on a project?
What kind of project?
The project where somebody apparently needs my therapy.
What kind of therapy?
I do not know yet. All I know is that this person needs a therapist, and apparently they need it now.
All right.
Can I just get on your bike with you?
Sure, you really don't want to drive that car, huh?
I mean, it's a good car. I actually kind of like that car. I mean, it's just a good car, but like, you know, I hate driving. I don't fully know what exactly we're going into here. So if we get
All right.
murdered,
I'll blame you. And
I'm
then
sure we'll be fine.
secondarily, I'll blame Ian.
yeah, we can both blame Ian.
I'll blame you first, though.
People usually blame me first for everything, so it fits.
I like to blame you.
If it makes you feel better.
It does. Well,
Hey, why didn't you look where you were going?
well, lady, I don't know why I didn't look where I was going.
Perhaps. Ow.
It was the fog.
Yeah, it's the fog.
You okay? You need a bandy.
Maybe. Do you have any food?
I don't. I went to the food court earlier, and nothing was open except the donut place and the kebab place. And the kebab place has potatoes for the side, and I don't want that. And then the donut place never fills me up, so perhaps we can go after your therapy or before it. I don't know. Do you want to go before?
I could just use some. I'm good for now, I think, but I could just
Alright.
use some bandages, that's for sure.
All right. Well,
A little bit banged up, you know, and such.
I
might
I
actually-
didn't feel it, so
Actually, wait. I
you're.
don't. I appear to be okay, but I might be a little. Actually, I think I might be bleeding a little bit somewhere.
Oh no! Do we need to go to the hospital instead?
Maybe.
Here, let me get off and give you some bandages.
I think I might be all right if I get some bandages, though. Maybe. Oh, we're running out of time, I think.
how did you start bleeding and I
don't know.
I basically got blood in my eyes and I think it's yours.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is gonna actually help me or not.
Well, generally if you keep putting bandages on, it'll help eventually, but you just have to keep doing it.
This might take a minute then.
Let me know if you're running low. I've got 30 more on me, so. And if you pass out, I'll just take you to the hospital.
Yeah. Not 100% sure if what we're looking for here.
We're looking for a person?
Yes.
Alright.
Somewhere between peaceful and altar. This is between peaceful and altar.
Just gonna park.
There is a car there. It might just be a local. That's a local. He's very confused.
They are over there and heavily armed, so be careful. You're welcome.
Welcome to Takasuya. How can I do you?
Hey, could I get 2 combos of the tacos?
You like it?
2 taco combos, absolutely. Any drink preference?
No preference on the drink.
All right, 2 sushi taco combos coming right up. Swiping, you are ready. Oh, sorry about that. I gotta do some dishes first. How's your day going, sir?
Yeah, it's all right.
That's good. That's good. I like the haircut.
2 combos.
Oh, thanks.
I didn't hear you. Sorry.
Yeah, no, yeah, it's alright.
Alright, it's gonna be. I'm ready to pay.
Some dishes done for you.
2 drinks per combo.
Appreciate it.
All right, 2 sushi taco combos coming right up. There you go. Swiping, you are ready. And have a taco.
Here you go. Hope you enjoy and have a lovely
All right,
day.
thank you.
Appreciate it.
Have a good day.
Hello.
Hello. What can I get you?
One bento box with everything.
They're probably much faster on that.
Probably. So here's the scoop. I think I may need to go to the hospital. You know, maybe if you could just take me and then we can come back here. That'd be great.
Oh, that sounds good. Can do that?
Yeah. Because if I just pass out, we don't want to just pass out while I'm hanging out with my friends. All right. We'll be back.
Still bleeding, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, just when I think it's getting a little bit better, it you know, feels like it's still not.
Yeah.
Yeah. Take it nice and easy.
Yeah, the fog sucks. Hi, Jason.
Let's go hang out. Excuse me, coming through. Hey, you should cut your mullet. That shit died in the 70s. You fucking.
All right.
There's no nurse.
I don't know.
Congratulations.
Good as new. I need to get out of this south side.
Yeah.
This place really hurts my head. Do you know where to go?
We're there.
All right.
All right. It hurts my head too, so bear with me here.
Yep, bearing. Also, that was, Jason.
Yeah. He ignored me, so, you know. Probably because I called him Jason and not his name. You know?
Is alive!
I'm alive!
Wow. That's a lot of blood there with the cockroaches.
Yeah. Yeah.
You look much better.
A lot of blood.
Yeah, I do. I think. Maybe.
Do you
Certainly
want
better
to
than I was.
hang out?
This was Tad, right?
Yeah. You're Ian?
Yes, I'm Ian.
Alright.
I mean, only if you want to hang out.
With you? Sure, I'd love to hang out.
I get it.
see.
Later.
All right.
Thank you for coming, Tad.
Thank you for the food. We'll catch up.
Yeah.
Okay, you can come back.
I don't
You
know
can
if
come
I
back.
want to now.
She's apologizing. She tends to sometimes be abrupt with people, and she doesn't mean it.
Uh-huh.
If you want to just kind of hang out, with us for a little bit. I mean, I don't really know what we're gonna get up to exactly, but she's not opposed to it.
No, I don't know, man. Usually people's first impulse is their actual feeling. You know?
Maybe just introduce yourself, and you guys can feel each other out first. And if it doesn't work, then you can bid her adieu. Yes?
I know you want me to meet your friends, but so far hasn't gone very well.
Well, Lolly is a very interesting person, I feel like you and her could probably, I don't know, share some common ground with things, possibly. I guess it's up to you, but she didn't mean what she said. She just sort of, And I don't want you to see yourself as a glorified delivery boy.
I might die.
Oh.
I might die again.
Oh.
I might still die. Shit.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
Ow.
Where? You...
I'm not dead.
Not dead. Are you bleeding?
No.
Check your body. Are you breaking bones and bleeding?
I feel like I would probably be in pain, like in pretty bad pain. There's a lot of blood, but it's not like flowing.
You're fine.
I'll use a couple bandages. Maybe that'll.
I mean, you guys seem to have plenty of fucking bandages, so.
I mostly have them because I can't feel pain, so I put one on every once in a while, just in case. You know.
Understandable.
All right. Don't be.
If you're alive, then I mean, are you gonna come back?
Now I feel awkward. Now it feels awkward. It feels awkward.
We'll make it unawkward. I'll introduce you to.
Alright. Well, let me see if I can actually get my bike out of where I landed here. Oh,
alright, well.
I need to repair my bike, that's for sure.
Jesus Christ, it's all falling apart at once.
Imagine that. You run right into a wall, flying through the air, run into a wall, and your bike doesn't like that.
No, it doesn't.
All right, are you guys at the same spot?
Yes, we're at the same spot.
All right, once I'm finished with my bike, I'll head over there and be awkward.
All right, we'll all be awkward together.
All right.
All right, see you soon.
All right, bye. Excuse me.
umbrella.
I didn't see you.
It's
Hi
very
there.
big.
Thaddeus, this
Yeah.
is Lollylou. This is Thaddeus.
Hello, Thaddeus.
Uh,
I'm sorry about what I said before. The way I said it, in hindsight, I could have phrased that better.
yeah. I'm used to it. It's fine.
That's unfortunate. I'm sorry to hear that.
Well,
I'm used to saying dumb things, so.
I'm used to doing that too.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, we all say dumb things sometimes. Sometimes we say it in unison.
Indeed.
When did you do that?
I feel like Ian and I did that quite a bit back in the day, actually. We said dumb things at the same time all the time. It was,
What did you say?
I feel like...
Yeah.
Yeah. Something about, and then? Wait, no, that wasn't it. We were, like, dressed up as hobos once, weren't we? And then we had a phone call, and then we kept doing the
Why,
thing.
thank you.
It was so funny.
It was.
But it was dumb. It was a dumb thing, so,
Alright.
Yeah.
Well, nice to meet you, Thaddeus. So, we're hanging out now.
Yes, we are hanging out.
All together now.
All together now. Hanging out.
Definitely hanging out.
Would you like to do anything? Go somewhere? Maybe get a snack? I don't know if the go-karts are still operating. Do you like going to the beach?
Is this just a question for me or for all of us? I can't
For
tell.
you. He's asking
Kind
you.
of for everyone.
Well,
I guess for
I
everyone,
think it's
but,
for because it's like hangout ideas.
Right. This
I'll
is
do-
what
the
beach? I mean, we could go to the
pre-hangout
beach.
before we properly hang out.
Yeah.
Unless this is just where you want to hang out.
I mean, you want to hang out at the cafe? I mean, is there somebody working here that we could order from? No?
No, I think it's closed currently.
Damn. I really wanted to try this coffee. I hate
The
coffee.
logo is very distracting to me for some reason.
It's a beautiful
pig
logo.
on the plate.
The boar?
The pig. Yes.
I don't understand what it has to do with redemption.
That's a good question. What
Reminds
does a
me
bull?
of my mother.
Oh. What does a pig though have to do with
the
redemption?
stand-in mother?
Do you
I don't
know the
know.
answer? Oh, I thought you had I thought you had the answers.
Redemption. Well, I suppose once upon a time, pigs were mostly just feral, and they can be pretty nasty. But then you have the tame pigs, and they're pretty nice. So it's like a redemption for pigs, or something.
But then what does that have to do with coffee?
Bacon flavor.
Oh, they have bacon coffee here.
Yeah, or they have those like donuts with the maple frosting on top, and then like little bits of bacon on it. I imagine.
That sounds delicious.
Yeah. But they're closed, so.
Can I admit a fault?
Sure.
I did not like bacon very much when I was young, and I only recently started liking it.
I don't like potatoes. We're even.
Fair.
I don't mind either.
Most people, they say bacon or you're wrong. So,
Bacon or you're wrong.
yeah.
I don't think you're wrong. I'd
You don't
prefer it
think
if
I'm
I
right,
didn't
though.
like bacon.
You don't think I'm right, though.
I'd prefer it if I didn't like bacon.
Mm.
It'd be a lot easier if I could just be a vegetarian. You know?
I mean, fair. That's actually a good question. Like, so do you eat meat?
Yeah. I mean, I grew up in Iowa. I didn't have much of a choice. It's either eat meat or don't eat.
So bacon or die.
Yeah, basically. Bacon or die.
How do you feel
Very-
about sweets?
It depends. I like sweet things paired with savory things a lot. But if they're like so sweet that they make my teeth hurt, that can be an issue. I don't mind sweets though. Sometimes I crave them.
I'm not a fan of sweet things.
Mm-hmm. Okay. To each their own. Everyone has their own tastes.
Alright.
I enjoy a good sweet.
Just a good one. Like what? Ice cream, small candy, a whole cake.
Definitely a whole cake, yes. Whole cake, plus the pie that comes after for the after dessert.
The double-decker pie or
After
just the
dessert,
regular pie?
dessert.
Yes, the after dessert.
That
Regular,
sounds good.
well, regular pie. You know,
Are you
I don't
more of
need
a
to go
fan of
that overboard?
Are you more of a fan of cream pies or like fruit pies or mousses or
Mousses.
custards? Yeah.
Custards, yes.
All of the above, please.
Not into the cherry and strawberry
I like the apple a lot.
or the apple.
I'll eat your apple pie. You can have my french fries.
I'll give you my apple pie,
If Saini isn't around, you can have my french fries.
of course.
Yeah.
Sunny?
Saini?
Oh,
Uh,
Saini. Okay.
Yeah, she works at Takasuya and for the government and sanitation. So, that's her. She's always
Okay.
working, so. Or talking to me. Or talking to Ethan. Yep.
Everybody always has someone to talk to, I suppose. Maybe we should turn this into like a, I don't know, a semicircle. I guess we're already kind of in a circle.
Semicircle.
Something, you know, we sit here and we just talk about our problems or whatever in our lives and our, like, I don't know. We've already started, you know, so, you know, it's like fucking...
Well, it all
I'm
started
having-
when my dad died.
Oh,
See, he's already, there you go.
I'm sorry to hear that.
No one.
It actually started before that, but you know, this feels weird.
Oh, is it because I and Jesperson aren't sitting?
Do you want us to
Yeah.
sit?
Maybe it's my
Also,
position.
I'm not. Ooh, no, I think. Ooh,
There we go.
I like that one better. That one's better. Yeah. All right. All right. I kind of like. I kind of like you just standing. Oh well, no, that works too. No, wait.
Well, no, she must sit. We must all sit.
All right. If she's standing, she looks like the teacher.
I mean, teacher, I guess teaching the class lessons or whatever. I mean, but you know, it helps to sit because then everybody's equal, you know? This is the equal circle.
Right.
Circle of equal.
All of your dads are dead?
Yeah.
Not mine.
Ah.
Well, okay, one of my dads is
One
dead.
of your
My
dads.
adopted father is dead, but
Mine is.
Mine is.
I'm sorry. I hope you had good relationships with all of them.
It was
Not with my
complicated.
adopted father.
Complicated.
Maybe my father's where my problems started.
Oh yeah?
All of them.
Yeah, just every problem I've ever had.
Oh, that seems somewhat unlikely.
You know, you're probably right.
But I don't know what kind of relationship you had, so...
What about you?
Who?
And, your father?
My father. He would be dead.
He would be dead?
He should be.
No.
Should be.
For all intents and purposes, yes. And I certainly can't go visit him.
Would
If-
you want to?
Yeah, I was about to ask that.
Sure. I love my family.
They were good to you.
They were the best. I get the impression they were much, much better to me than most people's families were. Don't have any complaints about them.
That must be nice.
It is. Very much. Very comforting. But, I'm sorry, you said all of your problems started back then? Back when?
Probably, for me, a lot of my problems started when, I realized, some things about my parents.
Probably not good things, then.
Well, I would say not good things. By basic morality standards, that would be indeed not good things.
Did you blame yourself for the things or something?
At some point, I stopped and I embraced it. My real name was an anagram for the phrase, "Feed the captain." The captain being my mother. She domineered my life, and my father was too weak to do anything about it. He never stood up to her. And when they passed away in a house fire, it took a while of me being alone in my thoughts to realize I don't have to be feeding the captain anymore, because my mother joked she named me that because she wanted me to work for her. And with her gone, well, I could be who I wanted to be.
Your chains were untethered.
Indeed.
That sounds incredible. Somewhat hard to believe.
I was gonna say familiar, but
Oh. Sounds very terrible.
Everyone has their stories. Anybody care to speak a little more on theirs?
I feel like I've spoken a lot about my story many times. I'm honestly more interested in everybody here's story than my own.
I feel like you know more of mine than you probably should, Ken.
Well, it's not my story to tell, so. Well, I mean, okay. You want me to tell a little story, maybe?
Yeah. Share.
Well, I mean, you know, sold by my mother and father when I was little, raised in a prison by my adopted father who made snuff films. He wasn't really my father. He was just kind of my employer, if I'm being completely honest, but on paper, he was legally my guardian. I had to help kill a lot of people on camera for him for many, many years. Sometimes I was the victim in the videos. Pretty wild shit. I just happened to survive. You know, I was lucky. You know, I'm a lucky duck. You know, that's what some people would say. I'm a lucky duck. Kenny boy's a lucky duck. Kenny boy. Kenny boy. But, you know, there was, he met with an unfortunate chainsaw. And, yeah. He met with an unfortunate chainsaw. It wasn't me though. I didn't give him the chainsaw. Someone else, one of the victims who he was supposed to, who was the lead in one of his masterpiece films, ended up getting the drop on him. The dude was supposed to die, but instead he, killed everybody, including the security force, and my adopted father. So, you know, I guess good riddance. So I guess I have to thank him for kind of giving me, I guess, a vision.
It seems like your parents were oddly obsessed with work.
Which ones?
Yours, Moon's. Thaddeus, were your parents also obsessed with work?
Well, my mom I didn't know. My dad was kind of, I guess he was kind of forced to work a lot because he couldn't really do much else. My grandma was in charge, so until she died, and then I was in charge.
In charge of what? Sorry, did you have a family business?
The farm, but also my dad. A kind of a weird situation. My dad had killed his father, who was a cult leader, the Face, And my grandma was the actual cult leader. She was a shadow leader. And she had trained my father to be her weapon. Brainwash.
Her own son.
Yeah, and then later her grandson. She died when I was 16. She wasn't done with me yet. My dad and I were kind of assigned to each other as handler and weapon. I don't know if he triggered me in 11 years, because we had a way to keep the weapon from remembering. But I unintentionally triggered him once, and I triggered him on purpose once, and he made me kill him. So that's my dad.
I'm sorry.
It's just kind of he was sick. He was tired of being a burden.
Were you aware that you did that?
Yeah, he couldn't exactly give me the code to make me forget it after he was dead. So
I'm sorry. That must have been. It sounds like it probably still is very hard on you.
I'm starting to get through that. I've been breaking my programming since I've been here. It's making me, it's breaking me a little bit. But that's fine. I can take it slow now. I did the things that I needed to do quickly, and they're done. And now it's just trying to figure out what parts that are left are actually me, and what parts are what my grandma wanted me to be. You know?
I see.
I'll figure it out.
You're not making anything up to fill the spaces, are you?
Making anything up, like making up my story, or making up things that are me?
I think she means like
Instead
making
of
up like false information to fill in the gaps or something.
Oh. No.
I suppose that's you would know what's you, right?
Well, sort of. I don't quite. I mean, I didn't have free will until, well, like a week ago. Because even if I have the illusion of free will, like there could always be an order that then I just can't deny. But also, there were a lot of directives that I had that regulated how I acted and how I was allowed to think, like process things. So I'm trying to strip those away and see what is actually me. Oh. Was something funny?
No, it just sounds confusing.
Yeah, it's
difficult.
confusing.
I don't know if I
Yeah.
fully understand.
Well, that's fine. I don't really fully understand, you know? It's okay. I've only been telling people about it now for... That's probably a week too, huh? A little over a week.
You're
Ken
not...
was the first person I told.
You're not telling a lot of people, are you?
No.
Okay.
I don't talk to too many people. But also, like, until I've broken everything, there's not a lot anyone can do with me. Now, once I have broken it, there's plenty people can do with me, I'm sure. But That's why I'm going slow now. There are fail-safes.
Slow and steady wins the race.
Well, little Tad finds out who he is. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Famous last words.
Well, you know, I've been a machine my whole life, you know? Well, 75% machine, 25% wild animal, but...
I think we all are kind of machine-like in our own way. I mean, the human machine is the most complicated machine perhaps there's ever been. Perhaps there ever will be. Outside of perhaps, I guess, bacteria or viruses. I think we just happen to take a larger form. We managed to crack the code. But, you know, we're still machines.
Yeah, well,
Pushing
I don't want to be
programming.
done being a machine, so...
Hey, Lou. I'm hungry. Could you
Yes,
get me some
sir.
food?
What, nothing too sweet?
Nothing too sweet, please.
But are you asking her to get you food?
Yes.
Do you have food here?
I do, but they're churros, and I ordered them, so they're probably covered in sugar.
They are.
Extra sugar.
Oh. I mean, hey, if he won't have them, I'll have them.
Oh, you want one?
I mean, I
Do
feel...
you also like one, Thaddeus?
Oh, sure.
Oh, but like I said, they're probably very, very, very sweet.
Too sweet.
Hey.
So sweet they're stuck to my hand.
I mean, hey, they're sticky, you know? Sugar is very sticky, you know? You should get chocolate, you know? Gets everywhere.
Moon, I'll be right back. Actually, Moon, could I talk with you over here?
Sure.
So?
It's still awkward.
I think that it's actually going quite well, you know, in my
Yeah,
opinion.
except now we're in two different groups talking privately to...
Well, you know, sometimes they gotta talk, you know, amongst themselves. You know how it
Yeah.
is. People, you know, don't want to lay out all their baggage, you know.
Yeah. I think I was pretty concise with mine right there.
Yeah, well. It's the thing about Lollylou. She's a very interesting person to crack. She's not someone who is particularly open about themselves.
Oh.
But this is kind of almost like the first time that I've really been hearing a lot regarding her history, but I have a hard time believing that if it was even true.
I gave Ian a rock.
Oh. I'm sure he appreciates that. He's going to be bashing mini skulls with that rock.
Yeah. I want the memories I lost to just be gone completely, not like come back into my head at random times. I guess it wasn't random. Are you talking? Because I can't hear you. I'll be right back. Can I hear you now? No, I cannot.
Run is doing the trick or not.
Alright, so,
there you are.
I didn't hear most of what you said.
Fuck!
Because, yeah.
I don't think I really said much.
Okay.
I think I said that she likes you. I think I said I think she likes you.
Alright. Did you hear me say, the thing about the memories?
Say it.
I wish they wouldn't just come back. I wish if they were gone, they'd just be gone. Because it kind of freaked me out to suddenly have memories when I saw Sneaky, and then now I can't remember what I was remembering. They just go away. If they want to go away, they should just go away, you know?
Well, you can't. If you do that, then you're essentially you're taking the hard drive out of the system and you're smashing it.
Yeah, but what's the point in letting me remember who he is and what our history is?
Perhaps
only when he's right in front of me.
Perhaps there is a reason for it. I mean, other than the fact that you're there, you know, in front of the person who you know in your missing life, as it were, or your forgotten life, as it were. I mean, the odds are you're going to, well, you are going to remember that person as long as they live. I mean, there's not much you can do about purging yourself entirely unless you find a means to do it.
Sorry, but I do have to go, unfortunately.
Okay.
But very interesting hanging out with you all.
Yeah.
And I suppose I didn't really contribute to the circle. You know, I had a very normal upbringing, you know, completely as expected. I had all the typical markers. You know, nothing very special to report.
Yeah, that's what everyone with a typical upbringing says.
Well, it's not, right? That's not what they say.
No, it's not what they say. I was I was just trying to be agreeable.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. But I have to go. I did carry you here, Moon. Do you have a ride?
She carried.
On my moped. 2-seater.
Oh, I see.
You two both came here on a bike, right?
We
So-
don't actually have another seat.
Let's see, where are we right now?
We're
Not like
very,
you're too
very
far from
close
your
to
apartment.
the food court.
Well, I'm likely to actually head to bed myself. So.
Have a good night then, Kenneth.
Yeah.
You too, Ian, and you too, Thaddeus. Do you prefer Thad, by the way?
I don't really care at this point.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, have a good night, Thaddeus.
Thank you.
See you all later.
Good night, Lou.
Good night.
So there's definitely something up, but I don't know what.
Oh, really?
Perhaps military training of some kind?
Probably.
Yeah, that's what I was getting.
She definitely did not have a happy family. I can tell you that much. She was made to say that.
Yeah.
I think that all three of us in this circle have that kind of down in spades. Do we not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm just a jovial, well-adjusted, hard-working, silly, goofy guy. Who's a little bit stupid, but also insightful.
And I'm Santa Claus.
Cool.
I give
Hey,
presents to all the little boys and girls of the world. Yes.
When I asked for food, she wasn't sure if it was an order or as a friend. Don't tell her I said that. But
This is not the first time that I've heard this from her.
Are you actually hungry, Ian?
I am.
This is not the first time that I have
Oh, thank
actually heard this from her specifically. There was a point about 6 months ago, 7 months ago, in which there's a, I don't know, is that her? Is that her over there? There's somebody. Perhaps we should walk from here. Let's walk. I don't like that car. This place is much more active than I feel comfortable with, that's for sure. So, yes, about 6 or 7 months ago, she had actually... where the fuck are we?
Red Garage.
Let's go over to the garage. Huh. Wait, is this the garage?
No one will find us here at Red Garage.
Yeah, nah. Does anybody go up?
Up? Yeah.
Yeah, up.
Yeah. Usually
They
in
do go up.
police
This is actually a
chases, I
very
think.
popular garage, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I think it's still probably better than, fucking, let's just stand over here in the dark
The middle
corner.
of the
How about
street?
that? Yeah.
Alright.
Okay, so yeah, 6 or 7 months ago, she had approached me with the idea of making me her boss. It required her to kind of, I guess, change her gloves and drop them over the side of the railing that we were standing at and replace them with new gloves. And I believe perhaps a new medical mask. I did not ask why she did that. She just did. And then she kind of proclaimed me as essentially her boss. It did not last very long because I had unfortunately had to leave the city for a little while. So Ian, if she is presuming that you're giving an order to her, then it might be because perhaps she's either A, looking for a new boss, or perhaps she sees you as a boss.
She sees me as a boss. And unfortunately, at the moment, I am not assertive enough to be effective as a boss. Nor do I know what I would even need her for at the moment, besides helping me with food occasionally.
Peculiar.
That is why I thought maybe you would be able to help, but...
I mean, I guess technically I was already her boss once.
I see.
I mean, I don't know if she can make me her boss again. I'm using the term boss because that's the term that she used, like, with me. So, I mean, she didn't actually call it boss. She just ended up calling me boss.
Feels like a handler to me.
I was not going to say that, but... yes.
It definitely seemed like a lot of military type order following to the umpteenth degree.
Yeah, she was pretty
Agreed.
I did get a few salutes. So
she was pretty distressed that I came right out and said what I said. But
what did you say again?
Well, I talked about the brainwashing and my grandma treating us as tools and activation and triggers and all that stuff that I wasn't allowed to say until I found the loopholes with you, Ken.
Right.
Because I didn't have to say it for you to guess what was happening.
Right.
I don't know that her situation is exactly the same, but it does seem that she has an order that she's not allowed to actually say what's going on.
So the way I'm kind of figuring it out now is that it's kind of the opposite of what you are doing. As where you are trying to break away, she is trying to...
She's trying to find normal back again.
Well, normal,
Whatever's
but also
normal.
trying to find a replacement for, you know...
Yeah.
I'm not sure at the moment what to do except
pass it off to me.
Yes. Unfortunately, I don't know
Oh, is
what
that
else
the
to
therapy?
do.
That's the
Yeah.
therapy.
Yeah. I feel like she might be able to at least open up and get some help with Ken at the helm. Whereas for me, I
am the
would
murder
just have her-
therapist, after all.
Yeah.
Indeed. And if they aren't murdering now, they might be later. That's a Ken guarantee.
I wouldn't say that.
I guarantee that they might be murdering later.
Man, Trying to have fun here.
All right.
Yeah,
I did
we
give
all
you a
have
rock.
fun here. We all have fun here. Everybody has fun.
Indeed, we all have fun here.
I'm actually kind of shocked that she would be looking for somebody because she does have a relationship, though I can't say to what extent. I've seen them talking, and I introduced them, actually. I introduced them, now that I think about it. Joshua Lanigan.
No.
Yes, I'm surprised that she hasn't, or he hasn't taken that mantle.
Maybe he
Who's
did.
Joshua?
He's a secretive fellow.
Secretive how?
Well, he's kind of in our business, but, you know. He
Maybe
maintains...
She seems to be able to change her bosses. Like, I couldn't change my handler once
Well,
when
yeah,
it was assigned.
I don't really know
So-
what the deal is with that particularly, but she does, yeah, like she... I do think that she can... I don't know... I'd have to dig into that. I'd have to dig it into what exactly that entails, like switching a boss. Maybe it depends. Like, again,
Maybe
like
she can
Ian
have
is
more than
saying...
one.
Ian is saying basically that he doesn't seem to be aggressive enough. So, I mean, I guess he's just trying to get rid of it, isn't he? You're just trying to get rid of it yourself.
Yeah. Not dominant enough,
Well,
Ian.
Yeah, it has to be a direct, clear order. And at
Yeah.
the moment, my brain's all over the place. So if it's not direct and clear and to the point, saying, I want this, do it, then
yeah.
she'll be confused on if it's an order or not.
Right.
Yeah, I
That's why she brought me aside, because she wasn't sure if me asking for food because I'm hungry was an order.
or she'll do something that because she thinks it's an order that's not.
And maybe why she was checking.
I believe she did something similar with me, too, when I was her boss back then. I think because... Yes, I think it was because, I told her that I wanted her to kind of, you know, kind of be, you know, a little bit more free, you know, be a little bit more yourself, you know, or something like that. And she was just... I wanted to kind of be a friend with her, and she, I think she was
Yeah, that
confused
doesn't-
about how
that
that
doesn't
sort
work.
of... Yeah.
That's like the whole free will thing with me. It doesn't work.
Right.
Especially if she doesn't know who she is.
A conversation I had with Lou years ago, perhaps 7 or 8 years. She told me that her face was not her face, and her hands were not her hands, which is why she wears a mask and gloves. So,
I guess that's why she removed them when she chose me as her boss.
I believe in maybe that...
But she had a new face.
Yes, one for you.
Fascinating. Well, I suppose in this instance, the three of us now, well... Obviously you don't want it.
Well, if you don't
I
want
already
it, I'll
was.
figure something else out to do. Maybe
I already was
we'll
her
just...
boss. I mean...
If I end up her boss, we'll just end up working together, you know?
No, I don't want to be my grandma. Thanks. I already was with my dad. It was enough.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if you would have wanted it to stop it from happening for me.
Here's the thing. I can't trust myself with that kind of power over someone. Like, the most guilt I hold in myself is what happened because I had that power over someone. So,
I see.
I mean, I put the claw end of a hammer in a fella's eye, and I, like, whatever, I shrugged that off, but my dad acting because of me, that I don't shrug off. And I'm a yapper, so there's no way she'd get clear directions from me.
I guess that just leaves me.
Realistically, Ken, if I were her boss, I'd just tell her that we're doing the news today. We're doing G6 today. We're making money. I wouldn't be a very interesting boss.
Well, that might be what she needs, though. Just
But is
something
it what
that's
I
not-
need?
Well, no, you probably don't. But maybe pawn her off on someone who just wants to make money. Like, legitimately. So she doesn't end up in prison, you know? Unless she wants to, but I don't think she knows what she wants right now, so.
I mean, it would be her choice to choose someone to be her
If
boss.
I'm her
so-
boss right now, it's kind of my choice here.
Is it? How did her other bosses
Because I
get-
would
how-
have to pawn
did,
her off onto somebody else, I suppose.
Well, not necessarily, because I don't think anyone probably sent her to Ken. And I don't think anyone sent her to you.
So she would be able to choose.
Just tell her to find a new boss. Be very clear about it. Find a new boss.
Or I could, if Ken wants her. Ken's your boss now. If you're up for it.
Lolly and I and you, Ian, we've known Lolly for a very long time. I don't really know who they traditionally tether themselves to. I know that they've hung out with certain people here and there, but I don't know who would fit that mold outside of the circle that we have cultivated. I mean, I suppose it's whatever, you know. We could just pretend, we could just ignore this and not address it any further, I suppose. But I mean, we could tell her to go find a new boss, and that'll be that. But I mean, what does that do? Does that just mean that she just goes off and
I think
that's the end of it?
I think someone needs to take responsibility for her who doesn't necessarily want to use her in the way she's been trained to be used.
That's
you
why
know?
I suggested you do it.
I'm breaking, Ken. I'm not there.
I'm aware.
I would take this on if I were at the end of my process, but I'm not. I don't know if I'm going to backslide or not. What's going to end up happening is one brainwashed person being in charge of another one. I've already done that. It doesn't work.
All right. Well, I suppose then we'll figure it out. It's not exactly, if I'm being honest, it's not really all. I mean,
Will she do anything you ask her, Ian? or tell her to do?
I haven't really gone too much into it, but
You haven't limit tested that at all?
she only started calling me boss today.
All right.
And that's when I tried my best to get Ken to come.
Mm-hmm.
As I sensed something was amiss.
She is giving you a responsibility that you're not ready for. And that sounds very familiar to me. Again, if you're ready for it, take it. But
I mean, do you approve?
do I approve? I don't know her. I suppose it depends on what kinds of things you order her to do.
Mm-hmm.
Because she is basically... I mean, she's kind of like I was. I mean, it's different, but it's the same, you know? So, if you think you can handle it, handle it. And, I suppose my judgment will come depending on how you handle it.
Alright, well, I seem to have gotten the impression that you weren't exactly... You seemed... iffy.
I think it helps that you weren't
mean,
jumping at the
suppose-
chance. You know? That helps. You didn't seem to be excited about it.
Well, to be blunt, I already had it once, so...
Yeah.
Not really sure how long it even would last.
Is it possible it's a new person every day?
Maybe, but she's not given any impression to me that she
That'd be exhausting.
forgets.
Yeah.
But then again, maybe she has and I just haven't noticed. Or maybe I have noticed. Well, regardless, she seems to hold on to some faint forms of memories that maintain her. Anyway.
Well, you were gonna go to bed.
Yeah.
I am about to go to bed, I think.
Let's all go to bed.
Yeah, I should really work, but I don't want to. I have all these parts to be a mechanic, and I don't want to put myself on the lemon list as a mechanic, and it's nice not to work. As someone who's been working my whole life, maybe I'm lazy. Maybe that's who I am.
Well, good for you. I haven't worked a day in my life.
All right. Well, I mean, you did. You worked in the snuff films.
Oh, right. True.
Yeah.
Oh, I enjoyed it.
But you enjoyed your work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was kind of an intern there, unpaid.
Yeah. Anyway, so wait, who has you don't have a ride?
I can walk.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
You're probably gonna get kidnapped at least once.
Well,
You have a rock now.
okay.
Just threaten him
You're
with
right,
the rock.
I do.
And binoculars so you can see them coming.
It's the most powerful rock
Oh, you're
in all
right.
Los Santos.
Still waiting on those, guns.
Oh, tell him.
Oh, yeah, I have guns.
Guns!
They're all broken, but I do have some. They're at,
Guns!
yeah, they're in a dumpster by the cash exchange in Jamestown. I moved them from one dumpster to another dumpster so the people who left them there wouldn't find them. But they're right there still. Yeah.
Where is that again?
On Jamestown, there's a cash
You could
exchange
probably
right
mark it
there.
on your vehicle and show it to him.
Yeah, I could do that.
Unless you know.
Yeah, mark it for me.
All right, well, let's go to my vehicle.
Is it your bike or did you get a different vehicle?
It's my bike. I think it's over here.
What do you want now?
I ran too far.
Yeah, now you can go and get your broken weapons.
That's where they are. See that?
Ooh. Yeah, I'll go there.
There are dumpsters near the building to the right of it. If you're like on the street looking at the cash exchange, there's a little building to the right of it, and there are dumpsters there. So look in those dumpsters. They should be there.
Righto. I'll go dumpster diving.
For guns.
For guns. Did you guys have fun now?
Of course, of
Yeah.
course. Fun. I'm all about fun.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, Ian.
Bye.
Bye.
Next
Where's-
time we meet, let's talk about starting our gang.
Yeah, of course, of course.
We need a gang name.
Yeah, we'll get that going right away.
Yeah.
I still like
Bye.
the smiley.
I do too.
Where exactly do you want to go? I just marked the
The
apartments,
apartments.
but all right. Well, I might not be able to get out this way. Or just
It's an
swing.
adventure. You might
swing.
be able to fit. Can you go up those stairs?
I think so.
Woo!
Look at that.
Hopefully, though, we won't. You won't kill me almost on this thing.
Well, listen, I don't guarantee anything.
No, I suppose not. Also, it's great. He's just gonna go and pick a bunch of broken guns out of a dumpster.
Yeah. Assuming they're still there. I don't know who would pick them up though. They're broken.
Unless you can like recycle them.
Maybe.
Oh.
Oh, that's Saini. Let me drop you off at
Perhaps you
by
can
this
introduce us
ambulance.
one day. Actually, I've met her.
Yeah.
Anyway, you have a good one. I'm sure today
Yeah.
was interesting.
You too. All right.
Hi.
Hi.
Oh, you're around.
Yeah. I was just about ready to go to bed, but what?
Shit.
But no.
Are you okay?
What do you need?
Me?
Yeah.
Nothing.
Just
need to-
worried about me because.
Yeah. Yeah. I was, in my apartment.
Okay, that was really fucking awkward.
Oh, what's happening?
I saw that Jason guy, or Sneaky, whatever.
Oh, yeah.
And he was with the old handler person.
Hmm.
Whatever her name is, and I was just like slowed down because I didn't want to hit them, and then and I made it look like I was. What was I talking about?
It was awkward. You almost hit someone, I think.
Oh, that sucks. What?
Yeah.
I was just at the apartments. I thought I was going to sleep. Okay, so
Oh, yeah.
I woke up at the lighthouse.
Yeah.
And it was I went there to try to make a deal with, I guess Norman is his name, but apparently he's not there
you
anymore. Yeah, but apparently he's not there anymore. So
Okay, who told you this?
So who told me what? That's what
that
I did?
happened.
No,
Yeah.
I woke up there. And
Right,
then
you
I
woke up there
remembered-
and you did that. Yes,
I
yes,
remembered
yes,
that
yes,
last
yes,
night I did
yes.
that. Yeah. So
Okay.
so yeah, that was that's what happened there.
Okay.
He's apparently not there anymore, which is fine because upon hearing like what kinds of deals he makes, he wouldn't have been able to help anyway. I mean, he might have been able to help, but I wouldn't have wanted to. I guess I would have had to kill people or something.
Yeah.
I don't really
Okay.
know. That's not
Yeah, I don't know
really
much
my
about
thing.
that.
Especially,
Yeah.
like it's really weird to me that that he would want me to kill people when he was apparently deaf. Like, couldn't he just do it? You know?
Yeah.
That would be weird. So,
100%.
anyway.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I just woke up like a little bit ago, just to, you know, check in with you and stuff, and immediately I got a call from Junior, or text, telling me to come to the courthouse because there's an expungement hearing for Edgar.
Yeah.
So I'm here. They're deliberating, so I'm just walking around.
This is weird. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. There were people like playing bumper cars in the middle of the
Oh.
in the middle of the parking lot at the apartments. It was weird.
Oh shit.
You should. You're probably going to sleep again, though, right? Like.
Yeah, in like maybe 40 minutes or so.
Oh.
I think.
Did you want to do a Saini run?
I mean, we could. Yeah. We could definitely. I want to hear the outcome of this though. So I don't know, like if it's gonna be actually 5 to 10 minutes.
Okay. What? Wait. Where are you right now?
The courthouse.
Courthouse.
Expungement hearing. Yeah.
Expungement hearing. Right.
Yeah.
All
So
right.
I'm a little bit interested in that.
I might just go to bed.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
You can do that, and I should be around tomorrow.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Well, you stay safe. Oh, I watered the trees today.
Oh, that's nice. You didn't wait for me. You
Oh,
weren't
so
even
bored.
around.
I was so bored.
You weren't even around when I woke
I
up.
I know, because I got bored, and then I went back to my apartment, and yeah. I went climbing. Oh shit. Okay, it's time. Gotta go.
All right.
Okay.
See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. All right. Good
bye.
night. Bye.